The old Penhurst factory had stood on the outskirts of town for nearly a century, its imposing structure a reminder of the once thriving industry that had long since faded away. After years of abandonment, the factory was now being prepped for demolition. To prevent vandalism and looting, the construction company hired night watchmen to guard the premises. Sam Reed was one such watchman. He had taken the job for the good pay and the solitude it offered. On his first night, he met Joe, the day watchman, who seemed eager to leave as soon as Sam arrived. "Anything I should know?" Sam asked, taking the keys from Joe. Joe hesitated, looking around nervously. "Just stay in the main office. Keep an eye on the cameras. And whatever you do, don't go to the basement." Sam raised an eyebrow. "Why not?" Joe shifted uncomfortably. "This place. It's got a history. Weird things happen here at night. Just trust me." With that, Joe hurried out, leaving Sam alone in the cavernous building. Dismissing Joe's warning as mere superstition, Sam settled into the small office and began his shifts. The hours passed uneventfully, the only sounds the hum of the monitors and the occasional creak of the old building. Around midnight, Sam noticed something strange on one of the monitors. A shadow moved across the screen in the hallway outside the basement. He leaned closer, trying to get a better look, but the shadow vanished. Remembering Joe's warning, he decided to ignore it. But curiosity gnawed at him. By 2 a.m., the activity on the monitors had increased. Shadows flitted across the screens, and he heard faint whispers echoing through the empty corridors. Sam's curiosity finally got the better of him. He grabbed his flashlight and ventured out of the office, determined to investigate. The factory was a maze of rusting machinery and debris. The air was thick with dust, and the smell of decay lingered. As he approached the basement stairs, the temperature seemed to drop, and the whispers grew louder. "Hello?" Sam called out, his voice echoing eerily. "Is anyone there?" There was no response, only the sound of his footsteps and the persistent whispers. He shined his flashlight down the stairs, revealing nothing but darkness. Taking a deep breath, he descended. The basement was colder than the rest of the building, the air damp and heavy. Sam's flashlight flickered, casting unsettling shadows on the walls. He walked slowly, the whispers growing louder, more distinct. They seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. In the center of the basement, he found an old, rusty door slightly ajar. The whispers were louder here, almost as if they were calling to him. Pushing the door open, he revealed a small room lined with dusty filing cabinets and a large, old-fashioned safe. Sam approached the safe, feeling an inexplicable compulsion to open it. As he reached for the handle, the whispers reached a fever pitch, and his flashlight went out, plunging the room into darkness. Panic set in as he fumbled with the flashlight, trying to get it to work. When the light finally flickered back on, he saw them, ghostly figures standing around him, their faces twisted in expressions of sorrow and anger. They were the lost souls of the factory's past, workers who had died in accidents or under mysterious circumstances. "Leave this place," one of them whispered, its voice echoing in Sam's mind. "You do not belong here." Terrified, Sam stumbled back, his flashlight shaking. "What do you want?" he managed to ask. "Justice. Peace. Freedom," the ghostly figure replied. "We are bound here, trapped by the darkness that dwells within these walls." Summoning all his courage, Sam asked, "How can I help you?" The figure pointed to the safe. "Within lies the source of our torment. Destroy it, and we shall be free." Sam approached the safe again, this time with a sense of purpose. He turned the handle, and with a creak, it opened. Inside, he found a collection of old documents in a small, ornate box. He opened the box to reveal a dark, swirling mist that seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. Instinctively, Sam knew what he had to do. He grabbed the box and ran back up the stairs, the ghostly figures following him, urging him on. He made his way to the factory's main floor and out to the yard, where he found an old oil drum. He threw the box into the drum and set it ablaze. The fire roared to life, consuming the box and the dark energy within. As the flames burned, the whispers faded, and the ghostly figures began to dissipate, their faces now serene. "Thank you," the figure from the basement said before vanishing. "We are free." The fire burned itself out, leaving nothing but ashes. Sam stood there, shaken but relieved. He knew he had done the right thing. As dawn approached, he returned to the office, exhausted but at peace. When Joe arrived for his shift, Sam handed him the keys. "You were right," Sam said. "This place is haunted." "But not anymore." Joe looked surprised but relieved. "Thank you, Sam. You did what no one else could." Sam left the factory, never to return. The old building was finally torn down, and in its place, a park was built, a place of light and life. The spirits of Penhurst factory were at rest, and Sam Reed would forever be remembered as the night watchman who freed them from their torment.